South Africans, we will not allow for our country to be turned a state mafia. We refuse to be ruled by criminals and thugs in our country. To those that do not know who Witness D is, this is Witness D. His name is Marius van der Merwe, who appeared before the Madlanga Commission on the 14th of November 2025. He was gunned down last night, the 5th of December 2025. Why was he called Witness D? It is because his identity was not revealed to us, was not revealed to the public, because he had turned the state witness, and it was for his protection. Below here, it is his actual testimony where he actually narrated the story of how a suspect was murdered and how he was instructed to go dispose of his body in a dam outside Nigel. Let's now look at the similarities. Do you guys remember the story of the 3 constables that we believe that were murdered and their bodies were disposed at the Henops River? Looking at the scenarios, both scenarios right now, do you remember that there was a van NP200 that was seen at the garage where they were last seen, the 3 constables? It was a white van with a canopy. It is now said that Witness D was gunned down by 2 individuals who are seen in a camera who were actually driving a white van NP200 with a canopy. We are not implying anything here, but all we are saying is we are not going to sit down and watch our country be taken over by criminals. As a result, now that we hear or we've heard that the National Commissioner Fanny Masemula will be meeting with Judge Mbuyiseni Madlanga, we actually demand for them to really take this case very serious, and if it means that they should hand it over to the PKTT, let them do exactly that, because we are aware as South Africans that they are well trained, they are well skilled, they are well resourced. The only thing that they will need sufficient budget to do so. We are saying as South Africans, if that needs to be done, let it be done. We will not stand down. Enough is enough.
I exited the house. I was joined outside in the garden next to the truck by Kobus and the others. Shortly after this, Deandre and Kershaw Lee joined us. I asked whether a suspect talked, and Deandre responded that he will never ever talk again. A discussion between the law enforcement members then took place as to how to deal with the scene. Kershaw Lee tried phoning a paramedic to declare the suspect dead. Deandre approached me and informed me that he will phone General Feroz Khan to fix this. I in turn responded and said no, as this is Deandre's problem. He responded and said it's all of us in this, and if anyone talks, he will go to prison for killing them. I walked away from Deandre, and I walked away from Deandre as myself and Deandre have had issues in the past. I saw Yaku Hanekom walking towards us. Yaku then informed myself and Deandre that the chief will come and sort out the issue. I noticed John Marie Ekstein, Zanne Fritz and other members leaving, including Kobus Jansen van Rensburg from Ghoustguard, to go and look for a firearm to plant at this house.
Apologies, Witness D, you say that Yako informed all of you that the chief would come and sort out the issue. Do you know who he was referring to when he said the chief?
Commissioners, at that stage, I did not know who he was referring to. And as continued in my statement, I walked to the main gate after this was said, and after I noticed the members that I've mentioned walk away to go and get a firearm to plant.
Yes.
I walked to the main gate of the property and saw that my vehicle, which is a Ford Ranger, black in color, marked, was parked in by 2 marked NPD vehicles, which prevented me from leaving at that point. It made me question the whole scenario and what was currently taking place. A short while after this, Chief Soup Julius Mkwanazi, JD Mkwanazi, arrived at the scene, and we were informed that this is the chief in a dark tracksuit of some sort.
At this time, apologies, Witness, at this time, did you know who Chief Superintendent Julius Mkwanazi was?
It was my first time seeing him that evening, and then it was obviously when Yaku indicated to us that this is Mkwanazi, Chief Soup Mkwanazi.
Did you know what unit or institution he's aligned to?
From the system, I understood that he was EMPD or Metro Police.
EMPD, you say?
Yeah, or Metro Police from the rank structure.
Thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Commissioners. So Jaco Hanekom and Deandre addressed him as chief, and the Metro members, including Jaco, Kershaw, Etienne was with me at that stage. So the Metro members, they all had a meeting with the soup away from myself and Etienne. Shortly afterwards, they returned to where we were. JD Mkwanazi said that we needed to throw the suspect's body into a mine shaft or dump it into a dam. As he said this, he looked at me. Deandre then in turn informed me that I must take the body and dump it. They will show me where and that I should relax. Since my vehicle is marked, Deandre said it won't attract any attention. I was directed by Deandre at this stage where to park my bakkie next to the front door. That is as you're coming from the main gate. I was escorted to my vehicle by 2 EMPD members and told where to park it. Jaco Hanekom essentially broke the gate to allow my vehicle entry into the property. I parked my vehicle at the designated spot and walked towards the main gate where I remained until they were finished.
Before you continue, witness D, apologies, before you continue, you say that when Chief Superintendent Mkwanazi said that the body should be thrown into a mine shaft or dumped into a dam,
yes.
you make the point of stating that when he said that, he looked at you. What did you interpret that to mean?
Commissioners, it was quite clear at this stage that it was expected from me to dispose of the deceased body. And as I said, it's especially after the meeting took place between themselves. It was quite clear that they decided between themselves that I'm the one that's supposed to dispose of the body.
And did you so agree?
I really didn't have a chance to agree. I felt like I was being forced. At this stage, I felt that I was being outnumbered, as the decision was made already, and we're dealing with a very serious and dangerous situation at this stage already.
Yes.
So I interpret it as if I don't comply, then I would probably be next.
Okay.
Okay, still just Mr. Moments.
Do I switch on the mic? Let's try that.
Commissioner, perhaps if you mute on your screen, there might not be a feed.
Yes. Is it much better? Witness D, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Commissioner.
Yes. Up to this point, you referred to the other person as the suspect. Now, for the first time, you are saying it is the deceased. Can you just confirm for the Commission how the deceased died, or how did the suspect die? Because up to this point, you were referring to him as the suspect, and you referred to that procedure that was used to torture him. Then you say now for the first time he's the deceased. So just confirm for us how he died.
Commissioners, I cannot attest to how the deceased passed away, as I was not present at that stage in the room. And also we were not, when Deandre and Kershaw's stalls came out of the house, we were not informed of how he died. It was merely from what Deandre said, which is he will never talk again. We arrived at the conclusion that, or myself arrived at the conclusion that the deceased is in fact deceased and no more.
Witness.
You, in paragraph 14 of your statement, you said you found Deandre Pretorius body tubing the suspect. And then you describe body tubing as a process where a plastic bag is pulled over somebody's head and it is fastened around their neck in an effort to get them to talk. So let's just go back to paragraph 14. When you saw the body tubing taking place, can you confirm that the suspect was alive at that stage?
Commissioner, I'm at paragraph 14. I can confirm when I left the room,
Yes.
the deceased was still alive.
And then the next time you saw him, we are now later in your statement, he was already dead and you were being given instruction to dispose of the body. Witness D?
It's gonna be
Witness D, did you-
paragraph 27. I saw Jaco Hannekom and Behandre load the deceased. That's the first time that I saw him after the room, where they load the deceased onto my bakkie.
Thank you.
Witness D, when you saw him loaded onto the bakkie, did you see any physical injuries?
Commissioner, at this stage, I was standing at the main gate of the property, which is approximately 10 feet